Welcome back to more EU4 with me, Daniel, as Dan has fun playing as with Croatia, starting as Ragusa, now becoming a genuine, reasonably sized tag in the world of EU4. Everybody hates us, though, and by everybody I mean everybody that seems to be on this diagonal. It's kind of gross. Luckily, we are allied still with Poland and Austria, although realistically, it's only a matter of time before those two start hating each other. And apparently, my kid is brooming upstairs, and I can hear it all through my earphones. Hopefully, you can't. Anyway, people are going to start leaving the coalition. Hopefully, because we're going to have to sit on our hands at least for a little bit. Hopefully, not too long. We can also get level 10 admin tech, which gives us the luxury of picking an idea group. Here's our problem at the moment. We have way too many diplomatic relations because we have two vassals. So we're making almost no diplo points. As a result, we don't really want to go for a diplo idea. I also completely forgot last episode. Again, it's what happens when you don't record for like a month at a time. That because we switched to Croatia, I think we're now technically a monarchy again, which means we don't have the lottery system, which is a shame. The lottery system was very cool. But that's okay. Our heir is still pretty decent. Shame he is 38. You start to blend all your runs. I played EU4 through so many times with so many different nations, and I start to blend what I played for each game together, and I forget which one is which. Do we want to pass the Conventicle Act? Probably yes. Do we want to pass the Indulgence Act? I must say no thank you, Sunshine. I think we're okay. So we are going to be a little bit more efficient at converting. And we can technically convert Constantinople at this point, albeit it's going to be unbelievably expensive. We can afford to do it, but it's going to be something like, what? 800, 850 gold, somewhere between those two. And that's assuming we stay at maximum stability. Which if we don't, it's going to take way longer. We shall see. Operation for this episode is to pick an idea group. Again, we're not making much in the way of Diplo, but we also haven't even completed our admin or military idea yet. So I think what we choose is a little bit irrelevant. I don't think we'll be doing much of it. Again, it is tempting to go economic and just rush National Bank and then stop here for a bit, just to get our inflation down without us having to pump our own admin points in. But we also have to bear in mind that our army kind of stinks. And it is very tempting with how large our nation is to go defensive ideas. But I'm not so sure. I don't think we do this yet. Not yet, anyway. I don't normally go court ideas, but this is also kind of interesting. I don't think it's amazing, but the reform progress growth is pretty decent. The splendor's okay. But getting the extra diplomatic policy is kind of cool. Maybe then by extension do we just go diplomatic ideas and make the tech cheaper? We could go espionage and reduce our aggressive expansion, but I don't think that's going to be as critical later on. I think it's bad right now because our nation is big but not massive. So we're still going to have everybody upset every time we take anything. I think there'll be a point where we essentially alternate between a war down here and a war up here, and they don't really annoy each other as much. That's the hope, anyway. We'll see if that comes to fruition. The other side of things, we don't normally go for naval-based ideas, but on this map we might have to, because we want to make sure we boss the Mediterranean. But I think for now, I'm just going to be boring, put economic ideas in, and we're just going to get that inflation reduction. That is my goal for the next episode or two, is to get this down. And we've done the papacies component to help, but it's still really, really high, and we don't want it to be. Get that in, get drilling. We're going to enact, what do we have? We have tier 6, I guess we can go for, the deliberate assembly. We're not going to change, I mean, we could change back to Republic again, I guess. But I feel like that's not really in the spirit of being Croatia. I mean, let's be honest, parliamentarism I always like to say parliamentarianism, but that's not what it says. This is awesome. It gives you less unrest. You can't call the day anymore, and it gets rid of the nobility estate, but you get to pick what bonus you want. It's just really fun, and let's pick it as a result. We can do the separation of powers, which means we are... well, I mean, there's no reason to not do this. It gives you more prestige until the end of the game and more parliament backing chance. So you might have to persuade one less nation or one less provincial government to do something. Words are hard, my friends. What's our expensive capital? Ragusa still? Give them a seat. Absolute biggest no-brainer of no-brainers. We want a debate, otherwise your corruption goes up. And what do we want? I mean, getting +1 stability is cool, but you can't go above +3. What a pity. We could get mercantilism. Cheaper culture conversion is interesting, but we can't really do it right now. More reform progress and cheaper advisors just means more money. Another diplomat, nah. Income from vassals and cheaper annexation. We're not going to be doing that yet. Honestly, our options are a little bit boring compared to what we normally get. I think we want to do the funding the expansion of the bureaucracy, though. So we're going to pick that. I don't want to pick that option. Oh, that sucks. That's like the one thing I don't want to approve. We need 6 seats. Okay, well, we're going to wait. The game will automatically give the highest development seats out in a month or two. So I'm just going to let it do it. That way I don't have to micro it. Do you have something better? Yes, you do. So next month it's going to give one. Zara. Zara, what do you want? Naval concessions done. Okay, perfect. Sweet. So it's just going to start adding them based on value, which is exactly what we want. Speaking of value, do we want to get tech level 11 military when it shows, or do we want camp followers? We probably want the former. You need to do tax modifier for bureaucracy, and then we're going to go for the national bank. Speaking of bank, they want some bank from us. I accept. In return, can I take soldiers from you? I can get more out of Poland. How many favors do we have? We have a lot from each. But we do have more from Poland. So Poland, I need soldiers, please. Thank you kindly. And then when you guys get back, we are going to boost our relations with them just a smidge. Where is it? Trade favors for trust. How many do you have? So you'll let me do up to 40, so I'm going to go to 30. So we still have a buffer. Oh, the Holy Roman Empire has another new leader. More corruption, you hate to see it. And for Poland, get 30 favors in there. So now they have a trust of 65 each. It means they're just slightly less likely to attack us and slightly more likely to be willing to join wars that we set up. Not massively, it's like a +3 or something at that number, but it's fine. But yeah, the game has realized that we make some big money right now, mostly because we're getting war reps from the Ottomans. But we should keep hammering on while we can. Get some increase of production, and then we're going to probably go back to government. How close are we to our limit, speaking of government? We're about halfway, so we have room to maneuver. Not bad at all. What do we want our diplomat to do? Probably just... first of all, how many claims do I have? So I have a claim on all of this, but I don't have any claims down here. So I probably want to get a claim on something in this region. Like that. Our inflation is being dropped, so I'm okay with doing that, I think. And then again, as soon as we get our next idea, it's going to start massively ticking down. And our mine last episode kind of collapsed, so we're not getting as much inflation from it. Yeah, influence of incense, not happening for the reform, that's fine. The Ottomans are definitely not steamrolling Cairo Conrelu, though. I mean, they're winning because they're in their mainland, whereas they're up top in this nowhere's steppe zone. But this is not easy for them, although they now have 67,000 troops. That is wild. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to improve our army pretty quickly. But, again, we are limited by our manpower. We may be doing mercs, I think, for the next major military build-up. We only have 7 land limit. Thought it would be more. I guess it's deceptive. Like, we look really big, but a lot of the Balkans isn't really worth anything. At least not at this point. I'm not saying it's not worth it in real life, but it's definitely not worth a huge amount in this game anyway. Yeah, we have a lot of dark orange and even some red in here. Just not a lot of wealth. You hate to see it. France is attacking the natives across the Atlantic already, so at least we know where we are on that front. Diplomatic tech level 10. Sweet. We are now ahead of time as well, so in fact what we should do is debase our currency. What do we have as our natural decrease? Because I don't want to root it out and spend money. That'd be dumb. 0.2. Cool. Okay, so we can spend some money immediately on army buildings. Let's do by number, and then anything that's got 250 in here, we want to put it in. Like that. Every little helps. And we're going to have to start building some states soon, too. We need admin points, man, really badly. That's really what we need, our lack of admin points. But we are making 11 a month. So it's not as if we're getting shortchanged. It just sucks that we have a king that is both a naive enthusiast and infertile. Not that we... Again, if his heir was 20 years younger, it'd be amazing. But there's a chance he never, ever comes to fruition. Army reformers kick the bucket. I don't like quartermasters, but he's our only +1 guy. So I'm just going to have to eat it, I guess. What are we going to do? Oh, the war score's dropped. They're only at +7 now. Maybe we'll get lucky and this will be a white peace. And there'll just be a lot of wasted resources. I think that's what we would want. We kind of hope both sides lose, to tell you the truth. But that's not an option, really. Yeah, there's one of the big Ottoman stacks. Speaking of big nations, Austria is number 9 at 455. Okay, so the Ottomans are still significantly bigger. They just haven't got the 3rd institution yet. Okay, and we have. So that's fine. We're not miles behind. Our development's at 483. In fact, yeah, we're there at number 4. I didn't even notice. So how do we have so little, like, capacity? We must just be miles behind in tech and building things. No, I'm not going to convert to Protestantism at this point. That'd be an absolutely terrible decision. Yes, we'll take more inflation to do that. We're going to take more inflation to lose more inflation. Where is this? In Croya. Is it here? Okay, so it's a mountain. So you can do that. You can set up all you want. Barracks, barracks, and barracks. Let's go over there and give them a bop. They won't be able to convert this. Not that it matters, they're Catholic, but they won't be able to do anything with it for now. We're just going to give ourselves a moment to gain some morale. Maybe we'll be able to wipe them much more smoothly if we do. Yeah, now lots of nations are going through their what do they do about Protestants event. Oh, our admiral just died. Or an admiral just died, I guess. Why do we have so many admirals? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Go back and do your drilling, please. And we must now be in January. We are. So we can get military tech level 11. We want the matchlock musket, which doesn't give us any new units to use, but it allows us to have more combat width. I don't think that'll impact us particularly. We have a lot of space here that's going to be poor terrain, so they tend to be pretty narrow. I'm going to say no to that. Our prestige is pretty much capped anyway. Well, our legitimacy is... Our prestige is capped for where it would be naturally, I guess that's how I should phrase that. Again, words are hard, guys. Do people still hate us? Oh, you bet they do. They really still hate us. Yeah, if I declare... That's absolute death if I declare on the papacy right now. Nobody will join us. Everybody on the planet, it feels like, will attack us. So, no thank you. Yearly inflation reduction. Done. So at this point, it's going down by 0.18% a year, which doesn't sound like very much, but it's certainly helpful. We don't need war taxes anymore. We are making not a lot of money, but we're making enough money. Yeah, our war reparations from the Ottomans must have just dropped off. We're still doing all right, though. We're just not making the gangbusters we were before. The Ottomans are in fact losing on war score now to Koya Kunlu, which is interesting. Oh, England's created the Church of England, so they will hate everybody going forwards, much like in real life, it feels. Sad. Big sad. France still likes us, too. Are they still rivaled? Yes, they are. Alright. What do we do with our diplomat? I guess we'll just buddy up to our subjects for a little bit. And we want to put our claim down. We need 60. There we go. Perfect. It's really expensive because we have all these claims here permanently. I just wanted one province in Turkey itself. Just so that if we do take that, it's cheaper. We're going to have to take the Balkans sooner rather than later, because otherwise Austria is just going to give it to Hungary. And we don't want that. But it's tricky, because Austria will just declare war on the Ottomans if we don't invite them. So we have to thread a very gentle, thin line. Aragon is allied to Austria, so that's a big no-go. We never really did look at what happened with the complete breakup of Bohemia. Well, like 50% breakup, I don't want to exaggerate. Interestingly, none of it formed a Brandenburg. All of that was taken, and there's no Brandenburg. Weird. Oldenburg's doing pretty well for itself, though, isn't it? Look at him go. Nice. Good for him. I was talking as if Oldenburg is one guy. The Mamluks hate us. Why? Because they want Crete. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Tunis does not hate us, but I don't think I have any way of getting a claim on them. Yeah, we don't have a possible neighbouring province. We might, if we can get Ferrara in here. But again, this is going to be easier said than done. Just because of who Tuscany's allied to. Being allied to Burgundy is going to suck just a little. But hopefully we'll get a claim or two from Ferrara on there, and it will give us an option in the future. That would be jazzy. So for now, we'll just pick outrage countries and let our diplomat do some damage limitation, I guess. Oh, the Pope. Okay, it's Milan now has excommunicated Venice. I guess I wouldn't have to worry about being excommunicated at the moment because it's not the Pope, but still, you know it will be. It's a matter of time. It's just the way it is. This really might come down to a white peace. This has been a real slogging match between the two. I would be absolutely fine with it. I don't want the Ottomans to be so weak that the Mamluks just eat them. Although the Mamluks only have 26,000 troops, somehow. How? With all this land, a lot of it's really good. I'm surprised they're not doing better with what they have. If I seize land from the burghers, they may revolt. But what? Yeah, their equilibrium's 51, so we can just wait. A cheaper trader, but he's a skill 3. No, I like our Diplo rep guy for now. Tempting as it was. It was genuinely very tempting, but I'm going to say no. Why are you unable to convert? Minus 0.2% all of a sudden. Why? What just happened that caused this to tick down? And I don't have a way of increasing conversion chance here, do I? I need to find a way to get this to convert, though. Otherwise it's going to be crazy expensive. I don't want to do the active uniformity. That's so bad. I don't want to do that either. So the only way I could do it is to do the past the active uniformity. But it is so bad. It's so terrible. 10% more expensive institution embracement is horrible. But I guess we're going to do it. Because I need Constantinople converted. Otherwise it'll be eternally unhappy. Oh, hi Venice. You're now in the coalition, are you? Yes, it makes sense. They will get out soon. Surely. I mean, I hope so, because the Ottomans will join it otherwise. In fact, that is such a concern that I'm going to stop drilling. Yeah. Do I pull the pin and attack them even though I'm not ready? Poland wouldn't join. Venice would. But Venice would get crushed by Austria. I think I have to do this anyway. I don't really want to, though, because it's just going to be that Hungary occupies this land. I mean, they already have 19,000 troops there, so it's inevitable. But I think I have to do it. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so make the war goals something incredibly easy to get. I don't have a diplomat, so that probably doesn't help. He can't join the coalition because he's at war. So I can do this. Venice is going to get its stuff kicked in. And then you have to go there immediately to claim it. Split. And go. Don't even worry about the land troops from Venice. You can't. I don't need all of this, but I'm going to need some of it. I hope you can get away. I don't want to lose my trade fleet. I mean, it's only 6 ships. It's not that crazy, but still. Don't auto-do the thing you're about to do. Naval Showman. Nice. That's a good trait. Yeah, Venice is going to be busy with our vassal, too. So I'm not super worried about this. Because our vassal can't peace out. Okay, can you now bravely run away? You sure can. So I'm going to get you to do so. That's fine. And then you go to home during war. Start a mission when you are back. Protect trade in Constantinople. But just hide for the moment. Okay, we're getting the Crusade effects because of the alliance between the Ottomans and Tunis, which is excellent. And we get the Italian wars. Random unit, you can just go and occupy a tile, I guess. Yeah, Milan is now beating up Venice. I don't even have to get involved in that, which is excellente. I'm going to come here and just block. I guess. What do they have? They do have 7 heavies. That's actually a little bit scary. Where are your 7 heavies going? To attack me directly. So we may be running away, but we have more combat width, and we have more morale navally. We'll probably still lose, so we will bravely run away, but it's not as bad as it looks, which is nice. So we'll just gently escape now. We lost 1 ship. I think they lost a couple. In fact, they are losing pretty badly. In fact, we may not have to leave. We're going to have to rebuild some ships. But I don't think we have to leave. Yeah, no, we're going to win this naval engagement somehow. Cool. Yeah, we lost 1 galley, and they lost 14 galleys, 8 transports, and 3 heavies, and we got 3 ships. So we gained a transport, and we probably lost a couple of others to balance this out. But that is absolutely devastating for them, and we're just going to plow these other 6 ships down while we're there. There's their... Oh, that's a big stack. We need to run away from that, probably. Oh, Hungary's going that way anyway. Cool. You two come here. You two join. You need to join. I'm just going to have that 1k run away. Right now, it's not worth getting destroyed for a little bit of occupying. Cool. My navy's just going to sit in place and heal up for now. You're seriously going to catch us anyway? How? Oh, it's because Hungary's there. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. And they'll even spread out to prevent attrition. Nice. Good going, game. Good going. So we can occupy... The Ottomans only have 33 ships left. Tunis have 14. Venice have 11. And Milan has managed to get into Venezia, so they are absolutely screwed. And yeah, the Ottomans are about to get smacked. This 31k stat's going to be way too late. Wait 1 day. Combine, halve. And then the stack that doesn't have a leader, I'm going to get you to move first. There's their other stack. Which we should be fine, because Austria's going to move in. Oh yeah, this is fine. The only problem with this is Austria might get... Do they peace out? Okay, Koyakunlu and the Ottomans have peaced out. Excellent. It means we don't have to worry about them conceding a load of land to Koyakunlu. So that works for me. You were defeated. Go join that 1k. We are losing money, though. How are we losing so much money? Is it just reinforcements? Yeah, it's because we're reinforcing them so much quicker because we have this guy. We may end up taking out a loan. That's fine. It's just a little bit annoying. And it's because of the really expensive conversion. Yeah, we're paying nearly 7 gold a month to do this. Makes sense. Yeah, there's the loan. It's fine. We have mission fulfilled. What did we just fulfill? Oh, withstand the Turks. The Ottoman Turks pose the greatest threat to our independence. We must build an army to withstand them and rule a powerful realm that will stand as a bulwark against the Turkish threat. We get 200 military points, and we did that because our army strength is at least 50% compared to the Ottomans, and we have a load of Balkan provinces. Sweet. 200 military power. Love it. Love it. Speaking of things to love, I think our big navy is almost ready to roll. Yeah, we have just one at 40%. That's probably one we acquired. In fact, we might be able to snipe that one Ottoman ship. Probably not, because they can just hide. But we'll give it a go. Oh! We just got smacked. Did we get a stack wiped? I didn't even notice. No. Oh, it was just the 1k stack. Okay, that's still bad. Yeah, they must have just snuck in and hit that 1,000 stack. Okay. Not as bad as it could have been. Nearly had an aneurysm. It wasn't actually that bad. Hey, we want to block the crossing now, is what we're going to do. And we're going to repair damaged ships. Oh, why aren't you moving forwards? What are you doing? Okay, we're still going to be... Wow, sloppy play. Sloppy play. Gonna get away with it, but still sloppy. Gotta pay more attention. We should have you both move there for now, I think, because we don't know what's coming. And I'm kind of hoping maybe I can get them to pin for it. Hungary, can you go over there and maybe siege out Karim? Why won't you join? They like the Ottomans. Why do Poland like the Ottomans? That doesn't sound right. That sounds ridiculous and made up. You can go here now and help siege this, right? Oh, I was in the right place to begin with. Doi! It's hard to see where the port is sometimes. But yeah, this province's port is there. I need it to be in like a more vibrant colour or something, because I never see it. I'm just blind, I guess. Well, it doesn't seem like we're going to have to keep both of these stacks together, so we will split up just a little bit, just to reduce our attrition, and therefore our reinforcement cost. We're going to have to be ready for these 26 ships, too. Where are they going? I don't know. You guys still knackered? Just for 1 more month. Okay, so our navy is now back to full strength. We are going to see if we can catch these Tunisian ships while they're there. Because that'll be good war score for doing probably not a huge amount of work. They're running away, but they have nowhere to run away to. Idea group. Yes, please. Thank you. We get more tax modifier as well. We definitely need it, because we're not hemorrhaging cash, but we're certainly not making it. Thank you for the free ships. And then we're going to come back and take these 26 ships out on the way. Why is Austria claiming all of this? They don't have claims on this land. Why are they not giving it to me? Pieces. It's not that annoying, it's just kind of stupid. Okay, siege there's done. I'm going to sit here so that you can't claim that as well. I would quite like Bega, but it looks like that's not going to happen on this this go-around. Where are you blocking me from moving? Where's the fort? There. Oh, our admiral, another admiral that we had that was just sitting on the sidelines is toasted. And 6 more trade ships have bitten the dust. Yeah, we are smashing some ships up big style here. I don't want to lose the stability, not now. Not in these shoes. We'll just eat that our corruption's higher than I'd like it to be. So you're sieging that. I guess I can sit here then. You go to Bolu. I don't know if we'll be taking that because it's in a separate state. But it is on the coastline, so that would be good. Oh, we did have another. We had a general bite the dust, but again, it's the one that I would quite like to have kept because he's in a province that I can't put a leader on. So I guess we'll have to combine. We can see this big Ottoman stack. This is scary. I do not want to get attacked by this. I would quite like to be left alone. Get a new general, which I can't afford yet, but at least we have a backup. Where are you planning to go? Okay, you're going back. Alright. They're giving the claims here to us that aren't claims. They just don't have any. But not here for some reason. I wonder if Austria's just returning the favour to what we did to them in Bohemia. I don't think the AI is that clever, but it could be doing it. Also, why did Austria leave Ankara? What were they thinking? Not a lot, clearly. They occupied California as well, which is, again, annoying but not disastrous. We fully healed? Pretty much. So we're going to sit here and help Württemberg with the siege. And we're going to take the 2 light ships, send them to Constantinople, and combine these guys together. Because we're going to need them for later. Like, the light trading ships are just not really good in combat, so there's no need to have them flying about. But we have tripled the number of heavies that we had. So, you know, that's pretty good. I can't claim Bologna, so I might as well flip that to Ferrara. Austria wants Venice, is a province of, what, Friuli? Spaghetti? I don't think we're going to be giving much of Austria away. What do they want to give, just out of curiosity? They would give Padova to us. They would basically give up everything. I'm not going to make them do that, and I don't really want to give Austria this province either. Because then they just have full reign into going into Italy. At least this blocks them a little bit. So this is the province they were willing to give away. I can see why, because that doesn't really move the needle. So we'll get 1 province for our vassal. Just get a buttload of money. I don't really care if they break their alliance with the Ottomans, to be honest. If anything, it's good, because it dissuades a lot of the small nations from attacking Venice. But I will get them to revoke a core on our land, for sure. There you go. Another merchant, more tolerance of the true faith. Probably at least get 1 of these done. So let's just keep going with religious ideas so we can get some idea group completed. That would be nice. We are quite a long way behind on ideas. There's all of the Ottoman army, by the way. So we're going to have to probably go back and help. We've lost the Italian wars. That's fine. Well, the modifier. We haven't lost the Italian wars. That's a bit of an exaggeration. But they're probably going to come and reoccupy some of this, which, if they want to start closest to them, if they want to occupy these, I don't mind. Just don't reoccupy the war goal. But if they want to go into Austrian territory, I'm fine with that too. Just again, leave me alone, please. But if all their troops are over here, I can move a load of ours back. So, I mean, there's that. Why did Württemberg give up on this siege? Why does the AI keep doing this and wasting everybody's time? That's not a crossing, so I can't block them. Can block them here, though, in the Sea of Azov. Are the Ottomans really going to lose to that Milanese army? Wow. Wow. Embarrassing. Yeah, they were massively outnumbered, the Milanese, and they still won. Dutch nobility demands general estates. So Holland will gain all provinces held by the Dutch. And we get a country of the Netherlands. Which they agreed to because it's a vassal still of Burgundy, I guess. So we're probably not going to see the Netherlands for very long. Unless somebody wants to claim to be defending them, but don't think so. Don't see that happening. Where are you guys all going? So they're blocked, but I don't want to attack them all. Wait. How are they not being blocked here? Does it only block them if I'm here? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to come over. Where's the port? On this side. Okay, in the Gulf of Odessa. I'm just going to help them siege this quickly. And I also want you to be... allow attach. I would quite like Austria to come back and defend, please, or not. I'm going to have to bravely run away, aren't I? That's annoying. Yeah, they're coming right for us. So I'm going to have to run away after all that. Thanks, guys. You wimpy turds. And now they're going back. Where are they going? They're not at war with anybody else. They're just down trying to take out Ferrara, I guess. We're at 70% war score. We might just be able to piece them out. Tunis has no navy left. They do have an army. It's just here, I guess, kind of trapped in the middle of nowhere. If they want to leave, I'm fine with that. I just have to watch for this siege. If this completes really quickly, we're going to have to run away. Although now we should be... Now we're going to be fine, because Hungary's finally shown up. Right on time for us to be worried about a stack over in the north. They're just going back and forth, up and down, and wasting everybody's time. %68% war score, probably because they haven't the Navy blockade going on here. We can quickly run down there and then come back, see if we can catch them. I don't think we will, because they'll be able to hide over here in these little islands. But we might catch them if they're not being smart. And not being smart, they are. Because we are going to shred these guys something fierce. Like, these ships are just falling apart at the seams. We gained 2 transports, they lost 6, and a galley. Thank you for your freebies. Oh, now Austria's just beating up the Ottoman stack generally. The Ottomans should have a stronger army than this, right? They're not miles behind in tech. I mean, they're 1 level behind, but not a crazy quantity. Come on, de-siege Bega for me, please. That would be so good. What's the state situation over here, anyway? The siege of Karim is over. We get to sack Kirkyear, which is probably not how you pronounce that, so I apologize to everybody from this area, if you happen to be watching. I will sacrifice some money for army professionalism. I do love army professionalism. I don't love Tunisian troops being in a place they shouldn't be, so let's go deal with it. You guys don't need to be here anymore. Let's go to the Aegean Sea and take out these 12 ships. I see 12 ships go exploding in the middle of July, or something like that. Except when they run away again. Oh, Jesus. Why is the AI so stupid? Oh, you can't get the help. How many troops do the Ottomans even have anymore? 24,000. We're fine, again. Unlike their navy, which might as well be made out of paper mache at this point. We got a heavy. Cool. Oh, England tells us the fountain of youth. True water of life. Wrinkles faded away. Eyesight's improved. They get so much money. And a province of just sheer wonder. Good for them. Show-offs. Well, I guess we don't have to sit here anymore. We're not going to bother sieging out Rhodos. Or Rhodes. It's a real pain in the bum, and it's going to cost us a load of manpower, and I don't want to. So we're just not going to. Let's go loot a couple of provinces instead. Got the Grand Duchy of Tuscany. That's fine. We'll deal with you later. Siege of Ankara. Finally over. So we're at 91% war score now. I don't really see the point in having this continue any further. Even Tunis is having a dip in war score. War enthusiasm. They'll nearly peace out by themselves. Do I want to do that? No, I'm actually okay with Tunis getting involved, because they can't do anything to us. The only thing that's tempting is, do I come down here and just try and occupy a province, and then take it and start building down here? I think that's a plan for the future. I don't think that's a plan for now. I think that would be too hard for us to defend. So, what we're probably going to do then is, this is all one state. This is the rest of this state, so we're definitely going to want to take these 4 provinces. Absolutely. Doesn't really move the needle too much. If I take these 2 as well, that's 65 aggressive expansion. Still doesn't move the needle too much. That is only 44% war score. So we could then... It's really, really annoying that Austria occupied all of this, because I want some coastland, and they know it too. But I could theoretically take this. What state is this in? A kind of annoying one with Cyprus. But yeah, I could take these 2. That puts us up to 90 aggressive expansion. Akkoinlu could join a coalition if they really wanted to. So maybe we just do this, and then they can't join. I don't think they'd be that dangerous, they'd just be annoying. I don't want to deal with them. Okay, cool. So we're going to get some war reps out of them. I don't really want to excessively increase our peace timer. So this would be 1547. That would be 1549. That is so much money, though. Oh my goodness. You know I have to take that. Okay, fine. Adds another 2 years to the peace treaty timer, but that's a lot of money. We'll deal with the consequences of this next episode, I think. I don't even know how long I've been talking for, but if you did enjoy the episode, please do let me know. And yeah, hopefully you've subscribed to the channel, so you do see it, you've liked the video, all the algorithm things that we small YouTubers greatly appreciate. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.